Hey you guys, it's me, and today I'm going to do the Goodreads tag. I first saw this on Caitlin's channel, and I will link her video below, and also the questions in case you also want to do the tag, and if you do, let me know. So the first question is, what is the last book that you marked as read as of the filming of this video? It is the Jane Austen manga classic, Emma. This book right here. Second question, what are you currently reading? I'm currently reading so many books right now. One of them is this one, and I hope to have this finished by the time this video goes up. The third question is, what is the last book that I marked as TBR? The last book I put on my to-read shelf is Sky in the Deep by Adrienne Young. I will put a picture up here if I feel like digging one out. But it's like a YA fantasy. It sounded interesting, so... Question 4 is, what book do you plan to read next? I don't really know. I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants when it comes to reading, so I don't have like a list of books that I want to read in any particular order. It'll probably be, I want it to be The Wicked Deep because I want to get that book read by the end of the year, but I don't know. Question number 5, do you use the star rating system? Yes, I do. So for me, I'm pretty sure the only book I ever gave 1 star to was like, so in my defense, when I was in the 8th grade and in high school, my favorite author in the whole world was L.J. Smith. And so when I saw that there was a new book by her, my sister bought me this book, and it was the first L.J. Smith publication in like a decade. And I was so excited to see it, and I like hugged it, and I started reading it, and it was some trash. Now, I later found out that they took the series, the Vampire Diaries series, away from L.J. Smith, which is actually my least favorite L.J. Smith series, but whatever. They took it away from her, gave it to some ghostwriters who are writing under her name, so I just felt deceived, and I thought it was dirty. And even though I will probably never forgive her for not finishing the Night World series, I still thought it was dirty. And so that's probably the only book I gave 1 star to, and I didn't even finish it. I think I read like 3 chapters and gave up because it was horrible. But going up from there, I only give 2 stars to books that I hate. If I hate the book so much I can't finish it, I don't rate it because I didn't finish it. And I kind of feel like it's not fair because maybe it got better, I don't know. And I don't DNF a lot of books, so I don't have like a DNF shelf. And if I didn't like it enough to finish it, then I don't want to keep thinking about it. So I just kind of, you know, get rid of it and move on. But if I'm able to finish the book and I hated it, it's 2 stars. If I thought the book was, you know, like it was okay, but like it wasn't great and it wasn't very good, but like I didn't hate it, then I give it 3 stars. If I liked the book, but there were just some things that I did pick on enough to set the book down at some point, I give it 4 stars. And then 5-star books are books that I had so much fun reading. It doesn't mean I thought they were perfect because no book is perfect. You know, even books that I think are perfect, like I know they're not perfect, but like they're perfect to me because I love them so much. So if I absolutely love the book so much and I had so much fun, then I give it 5 stars. And that usually applies to books that at no point that I put the book down and not want to pick it back up again. Alright, question number 6. Are you doing the 2018 reading challenge? Yes, I am. I have 50 books on my challenge, and I'm currently, as of the film of this video, about 13 books ahead. I did a lot of reading at the beginning of the year, and so I kind of got like super ahead, but I only have like 9 books left to read to meet my goal, so I've had a good reading year so far already. I know there are people who read like, you know, 100 books a year or something, but for me, I'm really happy, so. Question 7, do you have a wish list? Not really. There are books that I put in my Amazon cart that I want to buy soon, and so whenever I'm get ready to buy some more books, then I'll buy them, but I don't really have a wish list, I don't think. Question number 8, what book do you plan to buy next? I'm not sure. I do want to get like the manga classics, Count of Monte Cristo, so I will very likely be buying that book next. Also, I think Giant Days Volume 8 is coming out in August. And I also really want to buy that, so those will probably be the next 2 books that I buy. Question number 9, do you have any favorite quotes? Share a few. Okay, so the first 2 quotes I can think of off the top of my head. One is from my friend Jodie Perkins' book. The name of the book is Chasing the Echoes. And I don't know exactly how it goes, but it's something like he struts around campus like he's the Pied Piper of bimbos. I just thought that was really funny, and I highlighted it. And then the other one is from this book called Bite Somebody by Sarah Dobie Bauer. And I actually had to put the book down because, in a good way, because I was just laughing so hard. And one of the reasons I was laughing is just because it was so nostalgic, and I'm a huge vampire fan. And basically, like, the girl, she has like a flat tire on her bike, and so she goes up to her neighbor's apartment, and she sees him riding a bike a lot, so she thinks he might have like an air pump thing. And so he comes out there to pump air in her tire. And he notices that she has her work shirt and apron on. And he was like, "Oh, night shift, huh? I was starting to think you were a vampire." I mean, just as somebody who's like a lifelong like vampire fan, like, that is still the funniest thing. Funniest line ever in a book ever. It's so funny because she was a vampire. So it's just so funny. Okay. Question 10. Who are your favorite authors? Ooh, this is hard. I mean, like, when I was growing up, it was like Earl Stead and L.J. Smith. Obviously I love J.K. Rowling, but I haven't read any of her like non-Harry Potter books. I don't know, I really like Jane Austen, and I really like E.G. Howard as a person. I've only read one of her books so far. I did like it, and I definitely want to read more of her books, but I don't know if I can say she's my favorite author after reading one book, especially when they have like other books out, so I don't know. I also really like Neil Gaiman, so there are a lot of authors that I really like, but I don't know if I have like a single like favorite author. Question number 11, have you joined any groups? I have joined some groups. I have not participated in any of them, but like I think the vampire one, and that was like the first week I joined, and I just like forget about them or something. I don't know. And the last question is, how many shelves do you have? So it looks like I have 14 shelves. I have your read and currently reading and TBR shelves that everybody has. But I also have a YA and middle grade shelf. I have a short fiction shelf. I have a retelling shelf. I have a poetry shelf, but only has 1 book on it. I have a paranormal horror and dark fantasy shelf. I have a nonfiction shelf, a manga shelf, a graphic novels and comic book shelf. I have a fantasy shelf that also only has 1 book on it. I have a books by me, and then I have an anthology shelf. So anyway, so those are all the questions for the tag, and I totally love doing tags. I always have so much fun, and so if you want to have fun, the questions are below, and that's all for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.